Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. All right, everyone, I vote that we eat Nick first.
Would you like to play a game?
I'm still not
Wretched
sure if I
Sickness
feel
is now live. Dungeons and Dragons mature content. Okay.
Yeah.
To go ahead and bump it off right. Semen, cock, vagina, ball, sex.
Immediately demonetized. Thank you.
Even Popo laughed at that. Shush, Popo.
That was a bit much.
Silent. Okay. Okay. To begin, where we left off last, we had made the deal with the devil. After that, pretty much nothing happened. I know Dakota fucked Naga, and now he's married to Naga. Other than that, nothing really much happened of note. So, within the last few weeks, you guys have been basically doing your basic patrols. You've all gained 10,000 XP.
Uh-oh.
I totally forgot about that.
Dragon.
Time has been advancing, sir. You all agreed on it. I have made time advance, but I've had to put it at a standstill because of the last several weeks. So, I'm adding 10,000 XP to Zach's character sheet.
In
He
the
doesn't have his XP recorded.
form of a human.
What level are
God.
we supposed to be at?
I don't remember. That's y'all's business to keep.
Dragon
Not mine.
shapeshifter.
We were level, or at least I was level 23.
I'm not going that way.
Yeah,
Get them stirred.
y'all should be about level 23. So
That's where I was-
the 10,
Okay, I'm good.
yeah, the 10,000 XP should bump you guys over to level 24 or at least level 25.
Hey, so not that it matters, but is this like a month or 2 months later kind of thing? Since we've kind of
No.
been active.
This is a 2.5 weeks later.
Okay. I was just wondering for story's sake.
Where is
For
that?
story's sake, it has to be two and a half weeks because if it was 2 months, you would have already lost. So, okay. Before we even continue any further, you all know where you're standing. Basically, you're all at the Citadel. It is currently floating above the city. No defenses have been prepared. The bulk of the army is sitting 2.5 miles away from the city. They have been preparing their attack for 3 days. They have been there for just under a week. You haven't noticed any signs. The city's on high alert. You're on high alert, and no defenses have been prepared because nobody has been around, but we can do a last-minute preparation for defenses. But before we do any of that, Nick, do you want to have the floor?
Well, I guess the thing is, do we want it this way? What if we could have prevented this from ever happening?
Everybody hear that?
I didn't hear it.
Okay.
What do you mean by
Nick's-
preventing it from ever happening?
Yeah, that.
All right.
Now, okay, I'm sorry for interrupting, Key. Before we continue, I know we have covered this in a previous session, but throw that out the window for now and just go and just take it as it stands. So take any previous notations that I have made for this subject and throw it out the window for now.
Somebody is eating their microphone.
Yeah, somebody has a lot of feedback coming through. Looks like it's Zach.
Yeah, probably me. Had to put a headset on so I could hear.
Okay, you're good. All right. It looks like it's toning down. Okay, yeah, you're good now. All right, go ahead, Key.
All right. So. Trying to think of like how to put this into.
Do you want me to take it?
If you want to.
Basically, what he wants to do is he wants to go back in time. Because
Back
if
in
you
time?
can prevent this back in time, he wants to prevent the war from ever happening. So, with an army on your doorstep and you having a few hours to prepare, he's come up with a brilliant plan to go back in time before the war started, before you entered, actually right around the time that you guys entered the Wizard's Tower and the very first stages of the campaign, and stop it from happening. Which, there is a flaw in that plan, Key. You guys have no idea what caused it to start yet.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the only flaw that can be foreseen at this moment. So I could allow you guys to go back, but you would have to investigate rather thoroughly. But Domiscue's report didn't say where it began either. So you know that the first assault was launched on the smaller settlements around Baldur's Gate. And the very first assault, the major assault, was launched on Baldur's Gate. So your best guess would be the western edge of the continent, along the Sword Coast.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys know how I rule it. Majority votes. If we still can't come to a decision, I'm going to do unanimous. So, all in favor for fighting the war, say aye.
I'm down for it because I mean I'm in for the battle since we done all this shit. But I mean, if everybody else wants to do something else, then I'm cool.
I personally like time travel.
Okay, there's Zach's opinion. So you want to go back in time. Damien?
Time travel is pretty cool.
I mean, time travel is cool.
So there's three for time travel. Rich?
There's 5 of us. They already have majorities.
Still, you know how majority vote weighs. If you want to sway the party and see if maybe that there's something that you want to do different.
Nah, fuck it. Let's retcon this shit.
Alright, just so I'm clear, can y'all run through what we're doing real quick?
You're going back in time.
Yeah, Black Lotus is going to
To stop everything?
Now, yes, you're gonna stop the war before it even happened. So all the shit that you've done in preparation is gonna be gone.
Completely invalidated. Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck, man? You gonna give me my demon arm and take it away from me? What the fuck?
Don't blame me. Don't blame me, man.
Well,
I give you guys free reign to do what you want. Okay.
So here's the thing.
All right.
I mean,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna get it back.
we would still be us. Is the thing.
But would
Like,
we potentially...
we've done- Huh?
Would we potentially
Yeah.
change the future, which would then nullify us ever meeting each other, which would
Oh,
then create a
exactly.
time paradox
Like,
loop?
It'd be a split timeline,
You
like
jack
Dragon Ball.
this all up, man.
Jesse's over there giggling maniacally because that's what he already planned on having happen to us. But Nick's got a point where it would
evil,
be...
maniacal little turd.
It would be a case of, alt split timelines where, there's a timeline where that happened, and then it's the timeline where we went back in time, changed the future, then we'd continue living out that timeline where we're still conscious of what happened that we've changed, but no one else would be.
Like Trunks. It's like that's the only way to resolve a paradox.
Okay.
You still have a way around it, you smirking son of a bitch.
I don't trust that giggle.
I didn't giggle.
That smirk says it all.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, okay. Let me go ahead and lay out what I've got in mind, so I can give you guys a choice. You can go back in time, create the time paradox, and then either erase yourselves completely, who you are now, and then start back over at the Wizard's Tower, because that would be how the universal time paradox correction would work, because it would eliminate you completely from the timeline, and then everything would begin again. Or, which I don't like that idea because it's boring and kind of eh. Or we could do it this way: you go back in time, because no matter what, you're going to create a time paradox. You're going to. You cannot exist in 2 timelines at the same time. And you're going to do that. So when you go back in time, you have to either... Let's see, how was I going to word this? You have to either stop the time paradox from happening, meaning you could either stop the war and then immediately go back to the future to see what happened. Because I'll give you the time frame to do that in. You'll have a little bit of time to... I'll give you about 48 hours to figure out what happened. No, I'll give you about four. I'll give you 4 days. You'll have 4 days exactly to figure out what has happened and why the war has begun, and have the time to stop it.
Okay, hold up a second.
Also,
Are you gonna make it? Are you gonna make?
stopping?
Are you gonna make it where I change back into grading, or am I gonna stay muted?
But we're transported back by a deity, so
You didn't think about that, did you?
That is true, because depending on your actions, you could stop the airship from crashing, which if you stop the airship from crashing, you never went to the Wizard's Tower. You also never got changed.
Yep.
this is where timeline becomes the only solution because different events.
Now, remember, that was my wish.
Yeah. So that creates a paradox of its own.
Unless it made it to where graded never existed. It made it to where graded never existed and it was just mirrored.
I could do it like that. Let me hear what Key's idea was with Black Lotus, and I'll weigh that option.
Okay. The idea is basically, like, the way I'm figuring it is that she gave Kirito the idea of time travel,
Okay.
and she's the one that can facilitate it. And so the idea being that she takes us out of the time stream and then places us back in a different point. So it would be kind of like Future Trunks going through time in Dragon Ball, where it creates split time where different events occur.
Better idea. Do you guys want to have a time traveling citadel?
What, turn
I like the whole
into
fucking
a time
base.
traveling thing?
The whole base travels through time.
Oh, God.
Fucking
people,
become the time patrollers.
people are gonna have some questions though if a big ass fortress just appears in the clouds. Oh great, now we have to deal with this.
I'm down for that, honestly. I'm down for that.
Sound like a plan, Key?
Yeah, I to make it even better, it would be pretty cool if it was powered by the goddess. That'd be even cooler. But, yeah.
That's actually my plan. Yeah, she's gonna give you something to stick into the engine.
Nice.
Okay, I'm also gonna say good evening. Hey Mac Anime, hey Cherry. Don't know how long you're staying for, but we're doing Dungeons and Dragons, so
Dun, dun.
it's just us talking and the occasional dice roll. I don't know how the night will unfold, but we've got.
It's gonna be kind of wacky because time travel. The thing about this is it creates a creates a little bit bigger of a burden on me because I have to weigh the time streams, and you guys know how I like to keep world continuity. Let's see.
That was not supposed to happen.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry.
Why do you have to be difficult?
All right, so
Where's
here's
the
how
YouTube
the.
window. There it is.
Oh no, that won't work.
Why is this open on this window? What just
Okay.
happened to my computer?
I don't know.
Neither do I.
Okay, let's see. So we're going back in time. Back in time.
How are we gonna do it?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Damien.
That was
Have you
me.
That
been
was
talking,
me.
buddy?
That was that.
That was that. Yeah, we can hear you.
No, I just wasn't sure if I had this thing on mute or not.
Well, you've got a little bit of feedback coming through your mic, so it's the sensitivity on the thing is a little loud, but that's okay. It should adjust itself as it needs to. Damien, do you have a headset that you can slap on? Make it a little bit easier to hear you, buddy?
Nah, I don't have one.
You don't have your gaming headset?
Let's see.
Because that's all I'm using. My Turtle Beaches. Yeah, be prepared for this, guys, because this is usually how D&D starts. We set it up for about 45 minutes, and then we immediately jump into it. And I do something completely insane that throws them all off, and they get confused, and then they have to calm down. Which I have something planned for that anyway.
So the only other thing I got to throw in is I don't know what your schedules are tomorrow, but I do have to do a couple things for school tomorrow, and that's at 11:30. So I might not be able to
Yeah.
play late tonight, but
Yeah, I've got to be up by 8
Hold on,
o'clock,
guys.
so that way I can be by 10.
all right.
Because if the weather gets bad, I'm not going into school, and then I'm just going to sleep in. But we'll probably stop around 1 o'clock. That way I can lay down.
Hi, Instakill. Welcome to the comments.
Zach's getting yelled at.
Huh? What?
Oh, sounded like you were getting yelled at.
Nah.
Okay. All right. Now, continuing. Is there any other business that we need to attend to before we begin this game? Anybody got anything they need to throw in here?
I got a question. Like,
I have an answer.
we're going back in time, right?
Yes, that is the plan.
So, my previous guy, is he going to be irrelevant now? Like, when we go back in time?
Okay, here's what's going to happen. When you go back in time, it will create a time paradox, which you will have 4 days to stop the war and get back to the future before the paradox repairs itself.
If this flying castle
Meaning you die.
goes fucking under 55 miles an hour, we all die.
Wait, what you do in the past have... God, Zach, what is that in the background?
People talking.
Oh,
Go ahead and
it's
talk.
super loud.
The problem with
What's going to
Skype,
happen is... Go ahead.
the problem with Skype is that if you don't talk and there's no noise, the sensitivity steadily rises until it can pick up something. That's just what was
It's not
happening.
doing that with Dane,
If you don't talk, mute.
Yeah, just mute it if you can't talk. What's going to happen is when you go back in time, there will be a time paradox created. You will have 4 days, which I will space those out over the course of the next few sessions if we have to. I'll probably advance time a little bit, but we're going to get through this pretty quick. I'm not going to rush it, but we will get through it fairly quickly because I want to get to the boss fight, at least start the boss fight tonight. So be on your A game for investigations. You'll have 4 days. These characters will remain if you can make it back to the future before the time paradox creates itself and makes the entire thing go poof. So if you don't make it, everything goes poof, I flip a coin, and we still use the oh shit button. Lena is not allowed to come.
Deal.
Hi, babe.
Now,
Sounds wonderful.
what is going to correct the paradox automatically?
Per physics approach to that, to try time travel, what happens is the time stream will actually erase whatever is not there. Black Lotus can protect you for 4 days. And after that, it will wear her down so much because fighting against time itself is not easy. That requires a lot of power, and it creates a problem. Once you are done with this mission and you are able to time travel and get back before the paradox corrects itself, you will be able to time travel freely. So once you're done with this mission, you could go wherever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want. If you want to go to the future, you can go to the future. If you want to go to the past, you can go to the past. And there will be no time paradoxes created. It's just the only problem with this one is you physically cannot exist in 2 places at the same time along the same time stream. So if you were to go back in time before you were born, perfectly logical and fine. If you were to go forward in time, then you would not be creating a time paradox due to the fact that you yourself went in time and blipped out. You see what I'm saying?
So the question we need to ask ourselves, did the war start before we were born or not?
It started before you went in the tower. Or right around the time you went into the first Wizard's Tower, so it's been 23 years.
Okay, because I seem to recall you were saying that while we were in there is when it started.
Yes.
Okay, so that would mean if we went back to a point when we were still in there, And the Wizard's Tower you said was outside of time.
Yes. That's why you have 4 days.
So wait a minute. So, but if we're outside, if the original versions of us were outside of time because they're inside the Wizard's Tower, and we go back to a point right before the war started, but while we were still inside the tower, then that would nullify the paradox because only one version of us would be in the time.
Yes
stream.
and no. Yes and no. Even though you resided outside of time, time still flowed for the tower. It still flowed slowly, but it still flowed. So you were outside just far enough to slow the time stream. It's almost like being close to a black hole. The closer you get to a black hole, the more time slows down. So 5 minutes into the closer you get to the black hole could be 20 years outside. You see what I'm saying? So that's how the physics of this is working. You are still technically residing within that timeline.
Okay.
But you are so far out of it, it's just slow. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we're all clear on that. Okay, good. So we are beginning now. There's an ancient dragon in your courtyard that is not Richard's wife. Have fun.
How are you gonna just start it off like that? Hold on, wait. That makes no sense.
Has Vladdy knocked it the fuck unconscious yet?
No, Vladdy's in town.
Well, shit.
And how is there an ancient dragon in our middle of our town? That ancient dragon would be bigger than our town.
The ancient dragon is in the courtyard of your citadel. It's the courtyard is big enough to facilitate an ancient dragon.
As it has before.
Wait, our place is that big? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, we agreed on this. You put it 100 by 100.
Okay.
Okay, what are you doing? He's gearing up.
Let's talk to it first.
Okay. Who wants to talk to
Hold
it?
on, y'all.
Who we talking to?
The ancient blue dragon that's in your courtyard right now.
Like he just appeared?
No, he was there. He was flying up while we were talking.
Oh.
Sure he did.
Well, Rich, you're married to one, so you should probably go.
Who wants to talk to it?
The guy who bangs
I'll talk to
All
it.
4 feet are on the ground. Okay there, King Wizard. Go ahead. You're all currently in the kitchen. It's a blue dragon. It's lightning. So you know.
Oh
You have
yeah,
a
I'm definitely finna go out there and talk to it. Hold on.
Let's go have a chat with the dragon.
All right, so you are all currently residing in the kitchen when you hear a loud thundering crash, and all of the silverware leaps into the air by about 6 inches and lands back on the table.
Damn it,
And you
Vladdy
hear a
farted.
deep ruffling growl outside.
Damn it, Vladdy
I
farted.
immediately run out.
You immediately run out.
Well, I look up and I'm like, sounds like a dragon, and run out.
Or Vladdy farted.
Okay.
I'm gonna look out the window like a smart man.
Okay. You see an ancient blue dragon standing there menacingly.
Just standing
What's up,
there.
motherfucker?
Menacingly.
So you say, "What's up, motherfucker?" to it.
Yeah, and draconic.
No.
Okay.
No.
You say it, you keep it, Rich.
I would probably ask if he's lost.
I'm waiting for a response. What you doing in
He
my
looks
place?
you dead in the face and goes, "What's up? Not this citadel," and he takes a swipe at the engine. Can you roll me a d20?
Alright. And that is a 5.
Dude, you are rolling
Lucky
low.
sons of bitches. You lucky sons of bitches. Somehow, this ancient fucking dragon that was like 20 goddamn feet away from the main power source missed.
Ain't so top shit now, are you? Now, what are you doing here?
Whatever the fuck I want. He takes another swipe. Key, roll me another d20.
Oh, Christ. That was a 3.
Some fucking how this goddamn dragon is blind. I have to get my dice out. Jesus.
Oh.
He's just obviously like, just trying to be cool about it, but he can't seem to manage it. But he's about to turn right and look at it.
Should we stop him before he tries to destroy the flying city?
Now I'm going to ask this again.
Oh yeah,
Did
'cause that
somebody
worked so well
feed
the
you,
first 2 times.
Or are you here for a reason besides
We're
trying
gonna keep
to destroy the engine?
We're to do this, and he inhales for a breath attack, and he aims right at the engine. Key, roll me another
I stepped
20.
right in front of it.
He's gonna absorb the electricity.
That one was an 11.
Lucky fuckers.
I collect the charge as it goes by.
As the dragon turns his head to breathe a mighty bolt of lightning at the engine, Dakota steps in front of it and acts as a lightning rod and absorbs all of the energy, and the dragon just kind of stands there and looks at him like, what the fuck is going on today?
And my name is Merrick, by the way.
I'm gonna jump out there and I'm gonna nudge Dakota.
Pretty sure the dragon doesn't care.
That's where we just walk out. You came to the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker.
What was that, Key?
I was gonna say I was gonna run out there with my swords in their scabbards, and I was gonna nudge Dakota and be like, hey, touch my swords and send that energy into them.
If you want to.
I'll do it. I'm just gonna collect more if he keeps trying.
The dragon is just fucking dumbfounded and going, what in Tiamat is going on right now?
Now I'm gonna ask this: what is your name?
Whatever the fuck I want it to be. Takes a swipe at you. Key, roll me a d20. You know, Rich, roll me a d20.
Good, because that was a 12.
Alright. 1d20. 11.
This dragon is having a bad day.
He is. Some goddamn how he takes a swipe and he
Give me
just
some
fucking it whips. It gently ruffles the skin on your bald head, Dame Dakota.
Oh, God.
The dragon, he just stands there and he looks at his fucking claws. He's like, what the fuck?
Whoop.
He just looks at all you and goes, you know what, guys? I'm having a really bad day today. I'm just going to leave. And he flies off. Fucking flies off.
Oh.
That's how we kill dragons. we whittle away at his
Alright,
fucking confidence
you gonna
until
tell me your
he
name?
just gets depressed and flies
He
off.
just fucking left. Are you okay? Are you gonna tell me your name? And he just flipped you off while he's flying
Hey,
away.
I told y'all to give me a fucking minute.
Oh yeah, because you were just fucking top interrogation.
The dragon just flips you off as he's flying away, like eat a dick. Bye.
You're a giant bitch.
He takes another loop around and drops a deuce right in the middle of the courtyard.
Thank you for the fertilizer.
Must say crops ought to grow good now.
What do you guys want to fucking do now?
This is how we started the ND session, by just making a dragon depressed and fly away.
and take a massive
That
shit.
dragon is,
Rich, you want to add
the
in
dragon
something?
is currently flying off to his cave to just rethink his life choices. I should be a fucking baker. Jesus.
Rich, you want to add insult to injury and go bone the other dragon?
How would that add insult to injury?
She's also an ancient dragon.
But
It's
that's
also
nothing to
his
do with
sister,
the
I
other
guess?
guy. Yeah, like it's not like they're actually related.
Rich
It's
roll a
like I'm
D20.
gonna go fuck his sister. It's just
Rich, roll a d20.
what? 13.
That dragon is apparently his cousin. Your wife is apparently his cousin. She comes walking out of the citadel with a massive baby bump right now and looks around and goes, "Did I just hear Tim?" With a name like Tim, you are a failure.
It just reminds me of fucking Monty Python Quest for the Holy Grail, where the Tim the Enchanter, he apparently had a complicated name on the script, but he couldn't remember it, so he was like, "There are those who call me Tim," and everyone just rolled with it.
I remember that. That movie was awesome. Okay,
It was.
let's see. What the fuck do you guys want to do now? Jesus Christ, you screwed up the whole thing. Fucking God damn it, Key. Just God damn it, Key.
It's so much fun, though. Just immediately find what the game developer wants you to do, and then do the opposite.
It wasn't what he wanted you to do and do the opposite. You just had shitty rolls.
But that made it hilarious.
It did.
Great way to start the game off, though. Why would you do this to a shig? You'll see. Wait for the terrible rolls.
That was
Good.
awesome.
Good thing we're getting the bad rolls out of the way now.
That made me look like a fucking champion.
That made him look like a loser. He's having to explain to his superiors right now why he's coming back just with nothing.
I just don't know anymore, man.
I don't know. I maybe I should just be a cook.
I can't even.
Maybe.
All right. Well, apparently I have to step. I have to step away for a moment. Beth needs to go to the restroom. So you guys talk amongst yourself. Damien, are you still there? Damien. Ranger.
Yo,
Hi.
He hadn't
Oh,
been
shit.
included in this all day.
this whole
You bet.
time I thought I was talking to you guys, and my mic was muted.
You fucking idiot.
Yep, that'll happen. That will happen.
That
I'll be
happened.
right back.
Pardon me.
I just thought everyone was ignoring me. I was like, what the fuck?
That honestly couldn't have gone better.
No, it could have. I could have fucked him.
It's a snowy winter wonderland.
So I wonder what that dragon wanted.
Hey,
To destroy the fucking keep, obviously. He tried to attack the engine.
Probably wanted, never mind.
If he's part of the evil side that we're trying to fucking stop, it would make sense that we've gathered enough traction to gain the attention that they'd attack us and that they'd try to destroy our mode of transportation.
You might not again.
I couldn't hear a word of that.
Huh? Can you hear me now?
Could not hear a word of that.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Where'd
Yes.
Jesse go?
You had
Had
to
to go
step
take
away.
Beth to pee.
What was that?
oh no. Ah,
So what now, fellas?
That is the question, isn't it?
Lol.
Okay, Dakota. That's one way to end the
You
conversation.
guys sure are chatty.
Oh, yeah, dude.
All the time.
Hi guys, would you like a stick of Dorito?
Shut the hell up.
I would love that, thank you.
Yay!
Damien, shut the fuck up.
Oh,
You
damn.
fuck yourself.
We got some heat going. You two need to calm down. You two
Damien.
just need to kiss and make up.
Damien, you can suck a dick.
That escalated quickly.
Only yours.
Damn right.
Oh, oh.
Dakota, if she's choking like that, you're doing it wrong.
You what?
If she's choking like that, you're doing it wrong.
I can't hear anything anybody's saying.
I said if she's choking like that, you're doing it wrong.
Alright. How y'all been? I hadn't heard from you in a while, Key and Rich.
Playing video games, same as every day.
I've been watching your stream.
That sounds like the life.
Must be nice.
Wait, you've been in my streams?
Yeah, I've been watching your streams.
Oh, cool.
What was that, Noir or whatever that game was? I've been
Neo.
watching y'all play that. Yeah,
Neo.
yeah. Watching that one. That seems pretty interesting. I wanted to buy it.
It's Japanese Dark Souls.
Pretty much,
Oh.
yeah.
Is there a storyline to it, or it's just fighting monsters?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, there's a storyline. It's like a half competent Akira Kurosawa movie.
Because I went ahead and pre-ordered Monster Hunter and. Gonna
Oh,
check it out.
snap. Dude, you gotta add me on Discord and PSN and all that shit.
All right.
Yay, more scrubs to carry. Wait a minute, I just realized something. Nick, Johnny, you, and Sheik, you guys could be your own novice squad.
Well, I mean, I'm pro. I'm not novice, but
Pro.
that's another story.
That's funny.
Pro failure.
I think among the newbies, I'm gonna end up being El Lidor again.
I mean, is there any other way?
I think among the four of you, all of you are gonna win.
I'm
that,
white
just,
guy waste.
that just reminds me of when Sheik and Nick wanted to fight Diablos. And they fucking got destroyed.
Yeah, he would turn around and breathe on me and I'd die.
Yeah, that's Diablos.
Oh, God.
It's just like with Neo, you gotta learn the moveset and know where not to stand.
Well, the only thing with Neo is that it doesn't matter if you know the moveset and where to stand. It's a matter of do you have high enough numbers, and it's kind of the same thing there. I don't know if you were here, Rich, but I was saying earlier I was fighting Jorogumo. The other person that I was with was fighting her exactly the same way I do, and was tearing through her. I couldn't fight her because I couldn't get near her without either getting killed or just scratching at her lightly with my 2700 damage weapon.
Yep, sounds like Neo.
We had the exact same technique, the exact same style of fighting.
Don't forget you have a charge of lightning in your swords key.
On top of Damascu's nuke.
Yeah. And Jesse allowed it, so there you go.
Yeah.
I just remember when we were doing drunk fucking, drunk Bloodborne, and as a joke, I was like, I'm gonna seduce Tiamat. He goes, if I get drunk enough, I'll allow it. Fucking five-headed dragon. One of them better know how to suck a dick.
Let's say, imagine the head from that. One mouth gets tired, there's four more.
Damn straight.
One of them's just like, oh, I can't. I have a headache tonight. And then like the other, oh, well, there's four other ones. All four of you can't have a headache.
It's funny too, because if your girl ever says that she has a headache and doesn't want to, tell her orgasms release dopamine, which helps alleviate headaches.
Ah. I wonder if we're still gonna get the Tiamat cock ring.
I'm sure if she has to, he'll just stick it in a box somewhere, and it's like, da 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 da, you found it.
Although yours wouldn't fit.
Ha!
I'm pulling a Damien.
What's about me?
Dakota, did you leave your charger here?
I think I did actually, because you was rushing me out of your house.
Found it. I wanted you to go home. I don't want you out on the streets right now. Okay. Did you guys cover any interesting thoughts while I was gone?
Tiamat gives great head.
I mean, she has 5 of them, so she better.
Exactly.
And if one head says they have a headache, you can just go to the other one.
I mean, you're not wrong. 5 different personalities does make for a very chaotic god. Okay. Let's see, how do I continue this?
Only on single player.
That derailed everything.
Huh?
That derailed everything.
Just having to take back to the bathroom kind of derailed me.
Oh, no. I was talking about the dragon.
the depressed, morally defeated dragon who just flew away.
I don't even want to do this anymore.
He's like, maybe my stepdad was right.
Dead woman's hair.
I knew I should have been a baker.
Maybe I'll take up pottery.
Then he starts, he builds a temple in the side of a fucking, in the side of a mountain, and then Link comes in, destroys all his pots, and beats him to death with a fucking hammer.
He goes off, shaves the scales off the top of his head, becomes a monk.
Because there are no dragon monks or some shit, some Himalayan mountains. It's like, we do not destroy, we only know peace.
How do you survive? You're a carnivore. I take of the land only what I need. And he's like skin and bones. Because he hasn't eaten in fucking years.
What made you want to become a monk?
These 5 assholes.
I just, for whatever reason, just could not hit their fucking engine.
Which, actually...
I really gave it my all.
It really begs the question, though, like, if these dragons are gigantic because of how much they consume, what kind of agriculture do we have that we have so much, like, livestock and wild animals and shit for them to eat, that, there's so many humans with our own settlements and all that jazz, and then also these gigantic fucking dragons that eat tons and tons and tons of food.
Okay, I'll give you... you're gonna think I'm a fucking nerd. little bit of a dragon biology here for you.
Nerd.
3 cows can satiate an ancient dragon's hunger for up to 2 months. Because they digest it slowly.
So you're saying they're not just fat, it's just a whole lot of retained weight because of how slow their metabolism is?
Basically.
They need to do something to get that heart rate up, help them lose some weight.
Richard, your wife is right there.
I'm
Shush.
not I'm not fat, I'm big scaled.
And you shut up, my wife is gorgeous.
She's getting a little fat right now.
Well, it is on someone else's, so it's not, only thing, like it
She's a Jew dragon, so she sounds like Leonard's mother off of what is it?
Bang Theory?
Not Leonard. Yeah, Big Bang Theory.
Howard!
Howard!
I don't know what god I have to thank, but I have never seen that show, nor will I ever see that show.
It's mildly amusing. It's normie nerd humor.
Yeah, it sounds about right. It's
I
right
like
up
it.
there with it's right up there with fucking Rick and Morty, where jackasses watch it to feel smart about themselves.
Oh.
Well, damn, that's a sick burn.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I like the first few seasons of Big Bang Theory, and then after a while, it's just like, yeah, all right.
I will say the only footage I've seen of Big Bang Theory is when someone took like a 2-minute cut of it, and then they instead of the laugh track, they put Titus's laugh from the beginning of Final Fantasy X. Where they do some sort of dumbass pun, and then you just hear, You're like, okay, that's a thing.
That's amazing. I need to see that.
Funny joke. It's great for many things.
Anyway. Oh.
So have you guys covered at all how what you're gonna do next? Because you know everything out of game. Well, we'll say that you covered
No.
it in pretty. Ha!
That was loud.
Let's all meet at the table in the kitchen.
We're gonna call it the
Alright,
war
You need to
room.
discuss a plan of. You need to discuss a plan of how to do this. The kitchen is now the war room.
Can't
Let's
like
meet at the war room where they serve beer.
no.
Sir, beer requires a distillery. We have mead.
Either way, dude, being all technical and shit. Where they serve ale.
Alright, ale works.
What do they serve? Alcohol.
Not like they're about to
Sir.
serve up some fucking absinthe and some vodka. No, it's fucking mead and fucking ale.
The fucking bartender looks at you in Middle Ages England. How are you doing today? Actually, that's Ireland, whatever the fuck ever.
Top of the morning to you,
I
lads.
got. Top of the morning to you, laddies.
Fucking Shaq. A lot of fun.
I sucked a lot of dick to get this voice.
Whoa.
What's wrong with Irish?
How are you doing there, boy?
Sheik, are you trying to imply that Jacksepticeye sucks dick?
There is no implying about it, sir.
Oh.
I am saying it outright.
Well, damn.
Shots fired. Shots of semen, that is.
He has a much bigger channel than me, so he can fucking destroy me. Fuck this guy named Shigon Kuro, however the fuck you pronounce it.
Oh, shit.
Alright, guys, let's be serious and actually play now.
Dakota, when have we
Fuck
ever
you.
been serious? Ever?
Okay, you have a point.
Okay, so what wacky thing do you guys want to go do, or do you want to get straight to the point?
I'm
Because I'd
good
like to
with
get straight to the point.
I want to get straight to the point.
Straight to the point it is then. Okay. You all meet in the war room, kitchen. Grab yourselves a couple plates of food. When out of nowhere, Key, you feel your medallion start to tingle.
The war kitchen.
Look down at it.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the wall room.
Oh, the irony.
You look down at it?
Yep. What's up?
I don't know. It's not my character,
The
dumbass.
ceiling.
I just felt like I figured I'd make your Johnny tingle. Fucking do something.
You didn't even let me finish the sentence before you assumed what I was trying to do there. Anyway. So, from the pendant, the goddess voice starts to echo through the room. You know, there might be a better way to resolve this conflict instead of having to put the town and the rest of the world at risk.
The cook looks over. It's already his loss, but go on.
Why is the cook Irish now?
Because I wanted to be Irish.
Alright.
The cook is very gay.
Why do we need to know about the cook's sexual orientation? Is he gonna start flirting with fucking Nick or some
Time
shit?
travel.
If he does, I'll just shift into the other form.
Just slip something into
Top of the
his...
morning to you, laddies, and he hands you a bowl of grog.
Slip something into his food. He is the cook.
Why
He
is it?
slips on a bar full of
Grog, my favorite.
A little bit of Rohypnol, some halothane, some chloroform.
Why is it?
Barstool, it's just
Oh,
complete.
fail.
His name is Mr. Slave.
Mr. Slave.
Do you not know that character?
South
Come on now, Mr. Slave.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you not know
Huh?
Mr. Slave from South Park?
Nah, it just hit me like, fuck, who's Slave again?
Apparently, it hit you like a wad of cum. Jesus.
Hey,
Oh,
hey.
see?
You leave him out of here. He's beautiful.
What?
What, the water come?
Yeah, both of them are beautiful.
Apparently now it's sentient, okay.
Like I got a half chub right here.
Why is there a sentient wad of cum in my bowl?
Well, I mean, in all honesty, South Park does have a sentient
night
piece of
of
poo.
the babies. All of a sudden, fucking Damien, he just starts reeling in pain, screaming and gripping at his chest, and he lands back first onto the table, and you see a wad of cum burst out of his chest wearing a little top hat.
What the fuck?
Correction. Am I hard? 'Cause that's what really fucking matters.
Does
Now
it matter?
it's
'Cause it's too small to see.
That's all that matters.
Alright, from all this insanity, Black Lotus has now materialized, and she's in the fucking corner laughing her ass off like Alice thing.
Roll to seduce.
You see, Mister, do it, roll it. You called it. Baby, you call it, you bitch. Roll it.
Oh,
I need some fucking pop.
D20 plus bluff modifier. You know what? We'll use the words of... What was it? Yeah, words of friendship to double bluff modifier.
Rich, keep in mind, she's got the highest resistance to anything you can do. She's like one step down from the creator of everything.
She has a insight of about, I think it's at a god's level 60.
Let me do math here. Okay, so it's 54 on top of a D20. I rolled a fucking 1.
Oh!
Jesus Christ.
Which is the equivalent of my character standing there staring at the goddess just drooling slowly out of one side.
No, your character walks up. Hey, cum, do you girl around here often? What?
He's just like, what?
Oh, damn it.
The sentient semen looks over at you while Mr. Slave is chasing it around the room. Yes, not often, really. And he just keeps running.
Rich, this is what you just missed out on. I just sent it to
Can
you.
I set the sentient glob of cum on fire?
Can you set the sentient glob of cum on fire? I will allow it.
That is
Yes.
a
Yeah.
weird
Okay.
sentence, but welcome to our D&D.
It's got two googly eyes instead of just normal eyes. They're just kind of pouncing
on
all over
fire?
the room.
I'm still trying to
I don't
figure
know.
out chest burster.
Is it on fire?
I don't know. He hasn't done anything to set it on fire.
I don't have any dice. Actually, I
Rick,
do.
roll for it.
I was about to say I do. Let me find some. I don't know where they are.
Oh, wow. Hey. Shut the fuck up.
Are y'all down with the sickness?
Sometimes.
Bitch, I just killed you once. Do you want me to kill you again?
Yes.
So you want me to permadeath you?
Wait. Hold on. Is it really permanent or is it like side effect?
We have a deity in the room, don't worry.
So I can kill him as many times as I want. Hey.
Wait, kill who?
You dumbass.
Kill Damien. Who wants to cut Damien's head off?
Okay, Rich, you might have to roll for me.
15. Rolled 15, buddy. Buddy.
What? Why did I just hear Titus laughing? Oh, that's from Zax, okay. 15 plus 30, that's a 45. You definitely hit the glob of cum.
Fuck yeah.
Is he dead?
It's a sentient glob of magical cum. No, it's not dead, it's just on fire.
What the fuck? Now it's a flaming, magical, sentient glob of
It's a
cum.
flaming sentient wad of cum with googly eyes.
Hey, okay. Now, I'm going to use my telekinesis to pick it up and throw it at Keith's face.
Okay, go for it. Roll for it, Dakota.
I'm rolling. Hold up.
Just FYI, I'm going to roll to get out of the way.
16.
16. Nick, what is your reflexes?
You have to
got
add
some
your to
high.
hit, Dakota. What's your to hit?
30.
What's your
So
to
that's a
hit
46.
Oh, damn.
against your reflex key?
Hold on, I gotta see if I can pull it up from here because I think the most up-to-date copy is on my desktop and that's still updating.
I highly doubt his reflex is a 46.
Well, he can roll a d20 plus his reflex. Just as you
Yeah,
roll
and
d20 plus your to hit.
Yeah, so whatever my reflex is going to be a plus. Is going to be on top of a 4.
It is out of combat. Yes, he can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know your stats.
It might not be out of
That
combat for very long. We're gonna have a fucking food fight with a lot of cum, apparently.
We want to come flying.
It's gonna be hot load instead of hot potato. We just throw it around the room.
I just narrowly escaped it. 33 reflex plus 14 on the die.
Oh god.
47.
It whizzes by your head, and you just barely feel the heat off of it as it passes by and leaves your hair a little bit singed, and a little bit. For some reason, your right here feels a little sticky.
Okay, since it missed him, I'm going to make sure I grab it and then throw it at Damien's head.
I shadow step
So is this
away.
a companion now?
I shadow step away. What the fuck are you gonna do?
You're dead.
Should we
You're
get?
dead.
Should
I
we
haven't
get?
brought you back.
Should we get Tim the butler to come back in to take care of it?
Wait, why am I
He's
dead?
just sitting over there watching this whole thing. A lot of cum burst from your chest like a chest burster. Okay, you're dead.
Damn it. Can I name it? Chester.
You couldn't. You
You're
could
dead.
not. It didn't need to
But I
come
won't
out
name
of
it.
his chest. It could have like dripped down his pants leg, out of his
So
boot.
wait, does that mean it hit him? Since he's dead?
Yes, it did.
Okay,
He
now
now
pick
has
up
a
Hawkins.
wad of flaming cum covering his face.
I leave half of it there with one eye, and I pick up the other half and I throw it at Zach's face.
All right, let's see. Your reflex.
This is where I leave the room.
I'll slice it.
This is where I would just leave the room.
He's got to roll a 40.
This is what happens when we try to get serious.
Key, what's your dexterity at?
Alright, let's see. As of level 23, my dex was 18.
Okay, so you have on par reflex with Zach. So what's your reflex?
As of 23, it was 33.
Okay, so 33. Rich, roll me a d20.
One moment, let me nullify modifier. 3.
Small roll of 1. You roll a 3?
Yeah, it hits him dead in the face.
Yes.
Why
now
is this a
what you
thing
want,
we're doing?
I don't know.
Did you call us for something, Keith? Who's this person standing in the corner?
She's... She's the goddess that...
Can I roll to seduce again?
Do it.
So that I can do I could be the pickup line. Sorry about earlier. You had me dumbfounded.
What are you seducing?
The goddess.
A goddess.
Oh.
Sure, I'll allow it. Roll again.
Woo! 64.
For some reason, she doesn't seem affected by your bullshit.
Ah.
How are you doing,
Okay,
kind
are we
man?
done?
Ignore my
Are we done
ignorant
throwing
friends.
cum around the fucking room. What is this?
The fuck is this?
Her.
The fuck is this? The fuck is that?
How are you
fuck
doing,
are
man? How are you doing, ma'am? Ignore
Okay,
my ignorant
I
friends.
roll to seduce that.
Can I help you?
You're dead!
I want her to mount my corpse here, mister.
I'm trying to play.
Me too, but I can't stop laughing.
Oh god. Oh god.
Hey,
You never know. She could be a
I shoot-
necrophiliac.
I
Fireball.
shoot Damien's dead corpse with a Raikiri, and I ask her again, how are you doing, ma'am? Can I help you?
I'm just watching. You guys are great.
This is the look of a defeated DM.
He doesn't know where to bring it. He doesn't know what to do anymore. Wait a minute. I just realized something. We're gonna go back in time. I'm gonna find and fuck my mother before she became my mother, so it's not weird.
Dude, there's something wrong with you.
As Damien respawns,
Finally.
5 fireballs whiz in and hit everybody in the head.
Oh!
You all take 127 damage.
Oh god, I can't feel my face.
I'm bloodied.
Oh,
Oh god. Whew.
Fuck my life.
Ah, there is something wrong with all of us, and that is why you guys are awesome.
Are we done now?
A little bit.
Because
I don't know.
Domuscu is now... Domuscu just walked in the room and he is standing there with his finger cocked, just glaring at all of you.
Hey, Domuscu, you got your pants on this time.
He aims his finger right in your face.
And I do a finger bang right back at him like, I know what you mean.
He fires the Raikiri right into your face.
Oh, fuck.
You're now
I'll
dead
absorb
again.
it.
Have fun. You absorb a very small portion, but he's dead.
Damn it.
He's dead, Jim.
What's it?
I just realized something. You could take your orbs, Dakota, and put 2 of them at different parts of his
Okay.
chest and use it like a defibrillator to bring him back.
You can't bring back something
I never
without a
thought
head.
about
Okay, well, if it vaporized
That is a good idea for later, though.
flesh, then yeah.
Yeah, his head's just gone. It's just not there.
Okay.
There's now 2 bloody halfling corpses in the room.
Can my dog eat one of them?
You have a
You
dog
don't have
now?
a dog.
When did that happen?
You had a panther.
Panther, yeah. Panther.
I'm about to fireball all of you again.
Why me?
Because you're the leader and you're allowing this shenanigans to happen. It's your fault.
Pretty much.
At the end of the day, it's your
You're
fault.
letting it happen.
I can't get a word in edgewise.
Okay, everybody settle down. Back to the story. Go ahead, Key.
Is the story?
Thomas cocks his finger back and aims it right at your face.
Are we
Anyway,
gonna be serious and actually do this?
Huh?
I said, are we gonna be serious and actually play, or are we gonna just goof off?
I don't know.
Like, I'm
Hey,
serious.
you
I'm
know
all
what?
down for actually playing now.
Honestly, I missed
I'm
you
okay with
guys.
the
This
option.
has been the fucking one of the most hilarious days. You know, this is the most hilarious thing that happened since Drunk Bloodborne.
this is
Drunk
the
one
fun
was
is
weird.
I'll admit it's hilarious, but I mean, we hadn't played D&D forever. I'd kind of actually like to play it.
You're the one who was throwing cum like a few
I
minutes
mean, we
ago.
technically are. We technically are. You are the one that was mainly instigating me with the cum thing.
Yeah, but I'm trying to stop it.
The rape train has no brakes, son. All right, Key, go ahead.
Anyway, like I was discussing with with Black Lotus before, and she kind of waves from the corner. There's the possibility
Her
of
fucking sides are sore.
yeah.
It's not the only thing that'd be sore if she
Sticker.
fucking let me.
You kind of hear like, oh my god, this is why I love mortals.
It's not the only reason you love mortals.
Let me just get comfy, because this is going to take a while.
Anyway, like I was discussing with her earlier, there's the possibility of stopping this from ever happening. And that would involve going back in time to before the war started.
Going back in time.
Are we gonna drive a DeLorean at 88 miles an hour?
Who was Aladdin Gladiator? Hercules.
So, thoughts? Waiting on you guys.
Zach says his connection is shit right now. That's okay, buddy. Type what you gotta say.
Well, it,
Is it her first your whole
You're inside of an elevator going through a tunnel that's underwater.
That sounds like
It's a
excellent.
robot.
Yeah, just type it, buddy. We can all see it.
Oh, so then when they all Apple? Shell back, those are big peppers. Nope.
Zachary, Stikal is typing. Oh, I have a hair lip with that shadow. I heard that part.
Sausage? Oh, bird. Rabbit. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, sentient fucking running cum, a headless fucking
On
thing.
fire.
On fire. On fire, sentient running cum with googly eyes. Dragon. What was that, Key?
If nothing else, it's provided quite a bit of entertainment for the deity.
Damn straight.
Yummy. Little worried about the previous not hearing what the fuck was said for 3 minutes. Oh. Basically nothing. Yeah, basically nothing. A lot of cum throwing, a lot of
I think I'm back now.
Are you dying?
Jeez. Yeah, there was a lot of cum throwing, a lot of dead halflings. Corpse count is
know.
probably up to 5 right now.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I miss? Jesus.
A lot of stupidity and nothing.
Well, semen.
A lot of semen. You got hit in the face with a flaming wad of cum with googly eyes.
With one googly eye.
His name is Chester.
His name is Chester.
Because he's a chest burster.
Hey, I birthed it. I name it.
You're fucking dead.
So, I refer to my previous question. Is this thing a companion now, or?
Sure. Why
Oh,
not?
that's how. Hey, that's how Tim
Oh my God.
Tim came into being, or Jeffy. What's that dude's name? I can't remember.
I could have sworn we
Tim.
named him Tim.
Yeah. He's just a really gay head with tiny arms and legs.
He's
You're
got the body of a
retard demigod.
He's just super gay.
Super.
Like the
I'm
cook.
super. Thanks for
Thanks for
Oh,
asking.
Tim and Tim have been getting busy. Tim's a child molester.
Who's the other Tim? What?
Tell me, if
The
you
cook.
if you have sex with a halfling, does that make you a child molester?
No, because that's half the sex.
You know, funny you mentioned that, actually. Midget prostitutes cost twice as much.
How do you know this?
Twice as
Overload,
much
bro.
wrath.
Research.
Twice.
Science.
For science! Okay, get back to the fucking story, you cock-nobbling dickwads. Black Lotus looks at all of you and goes, look, we can either go back in time, I can give you this thing, and you can do it, or you can't. What do you want to do?
I was waiting for these guys to answer.
I can't answer if I'm dead.
Technically, if you
I'm
can
ready to
travel
go.
through time and stuff like that, shouldn't you already know the answer? Let's go.
Oh.
She walks over to Damien's corpse on the table and plops it in the middle of his chest hole. And disappears.
Now you're inside of me forever.
I wanted to be inside of her, but no, she had to be picky.
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way? The way to the queen.
She is the queen.
Cluck for the queen. I like how we were serious for like 2 minutes and then immediately it got derailed again.
Are we going back through time or not?
Well, it's like 10:15, so we've still got like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So,
I say we just cluck for the next hour.
all right, who's gonna go look at the thing?
She dropped like a crystal inside Damien's chest hole,
I
right?
go look.
Okay. Do you notice a small black crystal that looks like it could maybe fit into a small opening that you saw in the engine?
Oh, I thought it was gonna like bring back Damien's corpse like Iron Man. It would just be glowing out of his chest. It'd be cool.
Why would I give the fucking tongue and teeth necklace halfling the ability to time travel?
Why not?
It was gonna be like, I'm gonna go back in time or forward in time and kill Hitler.
Well, while everybody's being stupid, I pick up the crystal with my telekinesis, not with my bare hands, and I walk to the engine.
Yeah, 'cause
Watch
that'd
out,
be-
guys. He's learning. Alright, you place the crystal inside of the engine, and for some reason the control panel transmutes a little bit, and you see a new button pop up with a little odd panel that you've never seen before. It's almost like when you touch it, it reacts.
Press the button.
Push the button.
Pull a DD from Dexter's Laboratory. What does this button do?
Screw it. I pushed the button.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
I look at what's around it. Is there like dials or something?
I just said a freaking panel popped up that whenever you touch it, it reacts.
Like a hollow keyboard or something.
No, it's a goddamn touch screen.
That's what I
What?
mean, like a hollow keyboard.
I asked you, is there like a dial where it has a date, stuff like that on it?
Yeah, whenever you actually look at the panel, you see that it has like specified dates and things like that.
That'd be a really weird form of technology for us to have in this day and age.
Okay. I go and grab Key and bring him to the panel and say, where the fuck are we going?
At that point, the halfling pops back up immediately beside Key and just kind of stands there for a second. What?
What happened?
Welcome back. Again.
Oh.
Okay. Since
Thomas
he's not
Q
answering, I grab him by the
Thomas
back
Q
of his
walks into the
head.
control room.
I grab him by the back of his head and I slam his face into the control panel and say, where the fuck are we going?
Wow.
Thomas Q walks into the control room, grabs him from you, puts his hand on his face, and melts the skin off.
Why? Why are we killing the halfling?
Why? I did nothing wrong.
I'll
Thomas Q
fully
looked up.
admit that. He's done nothing wrong this time.
I wasn't talking
Thomas
about
Q looks
Danny.
at
I
you
was talking to
and
Keith.
Oh, so you slammed Key's head into the fucking control panel.
I was talking to him the entire time.
Just elbow him. Elbow him
Okay,
in the
so
face.
apparently
You,
Dakota has slammed your face into the control panel, Key.
People, we don't
And
need,
asked you where the fuck are we going?
we don't
You
need
can't get elbow to the-
violence. We don't need violence. We can just talk this out.
All of a sudden, Damien
I asked
pops back
twice.
up. Damien pops back up beside you, Dakota. Do you know the way?
Next D&D campaign, I need to play a halfling. Ugandan accent. Do you know the way?
and stand back up.
A halfling that's always painted red.
Yes.
I'll be right back.
His lifelong goal is to find the queen.
I,
We must find a way to the queen.
This is the queen.
so,
The queen.
so he just slammed my head into the
All right.
keyboard.
Yeah.
Yes, he slammed your head to the keyboard like 3 times.
I stand up and I elbow him in the face.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
wasn't necessary.
Roll to hit, roll damage. You have elbows of death. Roll to hit and roll damage.
Yes, I do.
Oh, my fucking head hurts.
D20 is an 18. What?
Roll
What?
damage.
Okay.
You're getting
what
elbowed in
is
the
happening?
face, Dakota.
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember the.
Why are you trying to hit me in the face? I asked you twice. I slammed your face on the
No,
third
no,
time because you wouldn't
He
listen.
already hit you.
Right.
He rolled an 18. He rolled an 18, dude. He hit you. There's no fucking way around it. You got hit.
I did. And I argue with him.
You
hitting
do. You do 44 damage plus damage modifier.
Let's see. My damage modifier is 4d10 plus 58.
Roll it.
God. Okay. All right. Let's see. Where's d10 on here? Right there.
So this is the part where I
You know
just
what?
start.
You don't even have to roll because Dakota's still bloody. As you elbow him in the face, his entire head explodes.
Now we're playing Splatterhouse.
I want to play that.
Thanks for killing me when I was trying to help carry the game.
You slammed my head into the keyboard completely unnecessarily.
True.
I asked you 2
Oh,
times. Third time was final straw.
Have I been able to get a word in edgewise?
You're the leader. Tell him
really
to shut
hasn't.
up.
I've been trying to answer and carry things along.
Anyway, Dakota vanishes in a flurry of lightning and immediately pops back up behind Key, glaring at him, but remains silent.
I touch the monitor. Touch the panel.
Domuscu walks over to you, picks you up by the back of the neck, and just Kalima, Kalima, and tears your heart out. That's 4 halfling corpses that we're at right now.
What the fuck?
Okay, so how does this device work? Because apparently touching it leads to us being killed.
Yeah, I look at Damascus and I'm like, okay, do you know anything about this?
No, I don't know.
So you killed a halfling for
This
nothing.
is your
Okay.
thing, dude, not mine.
Okay, if you can't tell, you can look. There's a button. Here's a dial that has dates on it. Where do you want to go?
Okay. Well, so how long again? And this is obviously not, this is in character. How long again was this? 20 years?
We'll go
23
back,
years.
We'll go back 20
23 years, 6 months, and 4 days.
We'll go back 20 years and invest in Bitcoin.
Domuscu reaches over, puts one finger on the back of your neck, and sends an electric shock that immediately makes your arms pop off.
Kinky.
You're dead.
Okay, I start turning the dial for 23 years,
6 months. 2 weeks,
6
4
months.
days.
2 weeks, and 4 days.
How close was I on that one, Sheik?
You're off by 2 weeks, but it's okay. We can keep it right there.
How was I off by 2 weeks?
Because I didn't say 2 weeks.
Ah.
Well, that would give us extra
Anyway.
time.
Yeah, you'll have 2 weeks past whenever you win the tower. Where do you guys want to pop up? Because it's showing a destination marker now. Everyone's back alive. You all have your death saves. None of them were spent, and the corpses are the halfling corpses and shifter corpse is still there.
Where'd the battle start? Where'd it start? Do we know?
On the west coast.
I just told you.
I have an idea. Ooh, I have an idea. Let's do research now. Figure out when and where this takes place. Find out what we can now. Before we go
No
back.
one knows. You already know this information. Domuscu sent you a letter.
Well, if no one knows, then what's going to send us back in time teach us? If no one knows then or now.
Well, that's why I'm sending you back to investigate.
Okay.
Again, what I said an hour ago. You all know that the attacks began with small settlements around Baldur's Gate. The very first major assault was led on Baldur's Gate on the exact date that I gave you.
Okay, then I'm at the destination Baldur's Gate.
So,
Sounds right.
all right.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you're going to pop up in the middle of a war
Okay.
at the
I-
first assault.
I say 5 miles. Or 1. 1?
7
I
miles
would
away
say-
from Baldur's Gate.
I would say take away the 2 week mark to give yourself a little bit of extra time before the battle starts, so you have some investigation time without
Okay,
without the conflict of war.
Okay.
Okay, take away the 2 weeks and make destination Baldur's Gate.
Well, wait, wouldn't keeping the
All
2
right.
weeks give us more time? Or should we be
No,
going an
if
extra week back?
the exact date that I gave you was the day that the first assault on Baldur's Gate was launched.
Are we-
Right.
I go a day before.
You want to go 1 day before the assault happens.
We should go
Well, what-
4
yes.
days before the assault happens because that's our timeline already.
Well, what I was trying to say was that you didn't say 2 weeks. You gave us an exact date, but then we added an extra 2 weeks by accident when we punched it in. So that would give us more time.
No, that would give you less time because the assault would have already happened.
No,
We'd be
he's saying 2 weeks before that.
Yeah.
Okay, listen to me. Let's go ahead and wipe the field. 6 months, 2 weeks, 2 days. 23 years ago, the very first assault on Baldur's Gate happened. Okay?
Okay.
When do you want to go back? On the exact date, 4 days before, or 2 weeks before? Give
4
me a
days.
time frame.
4
4
days
days before the assault happens. So you know that after 4 days, they are going to be at Baldur's Gate wrecking shit.
We
Yeah.
only have 4 days to do this.
Exactly.
So if we fail,
So if the war starts, yeah, if you fail, the war has begun and everything is lost.
Okay, so we established it's gonna be 4 days.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because this is very important. I need to know the exact day when you are going back. Because if it's 4 days,
Or
that changes things slightly.
how?
I can't tell you that. It's story.
8 days.
8 days.
That patch.
Yeah. 8 days will be fine. There'll be enough time to investigate.
Okay. That will work. So you are now, after a few minutes, you hear the engine whir, buzz, and clink, and all of you black out at the same time.
and we haven't even had Jägermeister.
For some reason, you feel like you're all being pulled apart at the seams, like something's just ripping you to shreds. It's almost painful. And after a few minutes of this, it stops, and you pop up, and you kind of notice that the skyline looks a little different. What do you do?
I slap Key on the back and say, "All right, buddy, let's go."
Alright. Where's everybody else?
Well, Vladdy managed to make it back right before you traveled through time. Ash was still in his workshop, and you're all basically laying down in the control room.
Alright.
Apart from that, Rich's wife is off somewhere masturbating with a stick.
Yummy.
Okay.
They didn't have polyethylene dildos like they do nowadays. They had
That's
sticks.
steel.
She doesn't need a
Can we
dildo
invest
though.
something to make money?
She's got a tail.
So you want her to go full dragon form?
She says she can't
They could have
control
made a
what part of the
petrified wood
transformer.
penis.
Anyway, moving on. What are you doing? You're all waking up from the blackout, and you just went through excruciating pain. Zach, are you still there? Can you hear everything, buddy?
Sounds like a Monday to me.
I get up and pop my back real good. All right, that stretched everything out. Let's go.
Hold on. Where's Zach?
What the fuck? Just call him or text him, you idiot. You have a phone.
But this is more fun.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are back in time. Talk amongst yourself while I make this phone
Fucking
call.
But I wanted to watch you crank it, watch you roll.
No, don't.
I'll be right back. I got to
Soldier
take a
boy
piss.
up in his hoe.
My head.
I'm kind of getting a headache too, but I think it's from laughing.
And suddenly it's quiet. I think Dakota stepped away, that's why. Is he trying to eat his phone? She, you seem upset. Sheeg? Is everything alright, man?
He's got it muted.
Is he not answering the phone?
No. Oh.
Apparently, Zach left the call a couple minutes ago because he couldn't hear anything we were saying. The weather may be affecting his signal really bad. I don't want to do much without him. Y'all sound like robots. Oh, I'm not. Oh.
Why am I getting pop-ups for fucking Skype when I have Skype open?
It finally did caught up.
Yeah. See, what he did was when he left the call, I think he just closed the program completely and maybe just shut the laptop or something. And he just left it. So let me try to add him back.
He's already
Never mind.
added, so we should be able to just join.
I don't want to go too much further without him, guys. This is the important part. Let me call him again. Penis Cupcake. Well, there's Penis Cupcake. So, okay, he's still here. Okay.
Like I said, should be able to still join the call.
He's still in here, apparently. He's typing to us, the group. Not on the call, kept saying connection too weak. Okay. So his connection is shit. So this will take a little bit longer, but I can do this. I can do this.
You gonna type it?
Key points.
Cliff notes.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. The arena. This has got the giant snake I was talking about.
Whoa!
What?
Everyone here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Skype just closed itself.
It's really weird.
Did you turned off your camera?
No.
He's still on mine.
Okay. How am I talking to you guys? If it's telling me I could resume the call. Oh wait, no, this is on hold now. Close out that call.
Weird.
There's this
All right,
call.
Zach, you are roboting out seriously, buddy.
Crap.
Yeah, we can't. Let me try this. Now I turned off my camera. All right, Zach, you there? Buddy? Hello? Soldier boy. Soldier boy.
Up in yourself.
Hey, soldier boy. Bye, Dara. Sucky. Up. Bye, Damien.
He's also been quiet. No, he's back.
There's Damien. Okay. All right, Zach, can you hear us? Zach.
Oh,
Okay,
bye, Zach. We're just gonna have to hold off till another time. Shit.
Yeah, maybe we should just being silly and do story stuff when we're able to actually have a consistent connection.
Well, the thing is, you guys are on a time limit. So silly would burn through your time, and I want to get to the final bat. I want to get to this next boss fight pretty quick. If we do it right, we can do it within the next 45 minutes.
We will not do it right.
No, we won't.
Baldur's Gate. God, that was a good game.
It really was. But Baldur's Gate was built against the defense. It was built as a defense for the hordes of hell.
Oh, does that mean we're going to be entering Tartarus and fighting Cerberus?
I'm good. I'm not hooked up to the internet.
You then hardwire your computer? Well, he can't hear us because he's not in the call.
Yeah, I think he's going to use his phone. Hold on. He does need to restart his router, though, because I think that's the main cause. Damien, can you hear everybody? Damien.
Cortez.
Yo.
There you go.
Which actually is the first time I heard of you. Apparently, I thought your first name was Damien.
Damien.
I hate that name.
Damien.
What, Cortez?
I hate Damien.
Oh.
Why didn't you tell me that when we first met?
Because
He likes being called Cortez.
I also like to be called Big Daddy D, but whatever.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Cortez. Who was Cortez? Ancient Egyptian?
Yeah. Like a Mexican drug lord, that'll be me.
There's some rhinos or something. Tell you about how far up in there did you go? To that great deal right there. This? I think I was on top of the mountain and stuff. I didn't go.
Whoa, background noise.
Well, but I went up there.
Nothing's changed.
No, someone's getting louder and louder and louder. Something about a dragon.
It could be. Yeah, that's Cody. The fucking mic could be acting crazy because I'm not making noise. I was thinking, I don't know, we go to that area for whatever reason. Okay. Okie dokie. So does everybody have it to where they can type to Zach if they need to?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So to reiterate, what does everybody think on going to Baldur's Gate first and checking out the city?
Probably not a bad idea.
Zach is saying yes. I came for the beer and the bitches.
Fucking little Nicky.
Well, he's not wrong.
Yeah. All right, so Dakota, Damien, what do you guys want to do? Is it going with them?
Dakota?
Yes, I'm going with them.
Okay.
Okay.
Cortez?
Yeah.
I think Dakota's getting a blowjob.
Cool.
It'd be an awful strange time for that.
Not really. Not if you're into voyeurism.
I mean, all
Or
you gotta
no.
do is just
No, wait.
the mic.
Voyeurism, I think, is watching it in public. Exhibitionism is doing it in public.
Yep.
Or somewhere where you could potentially be caught. So you're trying to be hidden, but at the same time, the excitement that someone might catch you is what they're like. Anyway.
All right. You all board Rich's wife and fly down about 2 miles outside of the city. The city, as it would be a bad idea to fly in it with Dragon.
Well, technically, the war hasn't happened yet, which means people don't hate dragons yet.
Oh no, dragons are universally hated due to the fact that they are fucking dragons, and your wife is technically an evil dragon.
I swear, if we have to kill her by the end of this, I'm gonna be super pissed with you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But what about Cobalt?
I will seduce her. Come to the light side. You're gonna come one way or another. God damn it.
Allow the assault to happen, prepare the city for the assault, and then if successful, I don't know, track where the first dragons came from. You don't have enough time.
Yeah, trying to think of plots. So we have to find out what started the war and stop it, or stop the initial assault that caused the war.
Just go to Baldur's Gate and ask around.
Yeah, you guys are like 2 miles from the city. You've already landed.
And I mean, let's go see what's happening.
Don't forget to open up. Don't forget to open up your chat over here, so that way you can see exactly what I'm telling Zach. All right, so you guys are starting to walk towards Baldur's Gate.
Sure.
Key, you notice
He retains a lot more than I fucking did.
huh?
He retained a lot more than I did.
Very good, Zach. Very good. What is the initial thought? Very good, Rich.
I just imagined Yoda's voice when it started.
Oh,
Deeper meaning, Nathan.
I know this isn't as exciting as actually talking about it, but I mean,
When one of us is handicapped, we all adjust.
yeah, we can do this. We can do this.
You can Pisces can be capable.
Whoa! Found the red dragon.
So we have to find basically. Well, patient zero would be if it was a plague or a sickness. But we have to find the origin point of the war. So the question is, who started it? If we have found that humans are committing atrocities to dragons, dragons are raiding and shit, so they're also committing atrocities to humans. We need to try to figure out if we can resolve it in a peaceful manner. Because if the humans can stop and the dragons can stop, there will be no war. But if we find one major player in starting the war and can stop them, we can seriously shift it.
We have to figure out who was the initial aggressor.
Yeah.
There's a little oasis up in this big area.
Key, you may want to direct your attention to the chat party.
The vibrating amulet.
Watching that right
Can
now.
I borrow that later? Giggity.
That's a good camp. They would.
Good start. Good start.
Scorpions that spawn in the area. So you'd have to worry about them spawning in your place.
Only an asshole would gloat about that. Honestly, there's no reason to destroy the eggs of another animal.
Nah, not true.
Ah, so we're going further back in time to the point that fucking we got some King Arthur knights in shining armor. I must prove my chivalry by slaying the dreaded beast.
Not quite. You have to understand, in the lore of D&D, killing a dragon, it puts you up there as like...
Not to fuck with.
Yeah, not to fuck with. You would want to brag about killing a dragon before the war.
I sense some noir coming. Yeah, fucking noir blue.
Ooh, Zach, you are fucking getting close.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking, is that it's more than just people destroying eggs, but someone manipulating them to make them destroy eggs, or to lead them to destroying eggs, as a course of some deeper, darker meaning, just like in Dragon's Dogma, when he starts summoning up a bunch of zombies to create chaos, to try to summon the dragon.
And who's to say it even has anything to do with destroying dragon eggs?
I'm sticking with Zach. Oh.
Maybe you should tell him that. Alright, so...
Oh, I'm going with him. Fuck yeah.
Alright. Don't forget, you do have to type your responses in, and if you want to, you can repeat it back to me.
What type of this town is like the city's like a feudal society, right? Kind of like what the
It's not really feudal. Think of it more like high walls, lots of trebuchets, lots of ballistas, a heavily defended fortress.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now what kind of leadership is there?
There is a duke running the city.
Is it Duke Wesselton?
Damien. Damien!
Cortez.
Get in the chat party, dude.
I'm in the chat party.
Okay, well, what are you doing?
Hold on.
How are we going to get an audience with the Duke? Are we going to explain to them that we're time travelers here to try to fix some fucked up shit?
You know the way.
Follow Zach, you know the way.
Do you know the way?
Use a different name. Who are you referring to there, Dakota?
I believe he's talking about Cortez.
Everybody.
He gets a real bad feeling about this city.
Hmm.
Whoa.
Let's see. All right, so Damien, what are you doing? You going with Key or you going with the rest?
Key's off by himself?
Yeah.
I'll follow Key.
All right. The guards at the throne room stop you and Key, and they beckon as to why you're there.
I was hoping to get an audience with the Duke. I need to discuss something with him if it's possible.
You, Dakota, and Rich reach the tavern. You notice someone.
Whoa. Did you go to that?
That's loud.
It's only loud because I'm not talking. It'll go quiet.
I hate that.
So, just bear with it. I promise. I'm trying to keep it from going. All right.
I know, it's just there used to be a setting in Skype that you could disable the fucking auto adjust, and for some reason they removed it. So I remember having that problem hunting in Monster Hunter with Wayne all the time. Tavern, sullen faces, bloodshot eyes, a few townspeople. No one may see the Duke without an invitation.
Alright, I'm back momentarily.
All right. Well, that makes things a little bit easier. Okay, so as you, Dakota, and Rich reach the tavern, Dakota asks the barkeep how much a pint of ale is. He says that it is currently two gold pieces. And as you're listening around the tavern, you don't really hear much talking. All you really hear are murmurings of just basic paranoia, things like that. Key, whenever you, what do you say to the guards?
How the fuck did you hear me? I was on mute.
In that case, would it be
I hear
possible to relay a message to him?
They will allow you to send a message to him.
Okay. We have some concerns about a potential conflict with some dragons, and we would like to preemptively talk to him about it if possible.
The guards laugh in your face, saying, "Dragons, boy! This is Baldur's Gate! We defend against the hordes of hell, not dragons!"
Well,
Do I still have a dragon scale in my bag?
Yes. Yep.
Can I pull out the dragon scale and show them that they're on their way? They're attacking.
I mean, you can.
I pull out the scale and say that one's on their way over here to attack.
So you're telling the guards that there's a dragon on the way to attack.
Yes.
Immediately, the guard stiffens up, looks at the scale, and goes, "Boy, the nine hells, that's real. All right, come on in." And he bangs his spear twice, and you hear loud rumblings from behind the door as it slowly opens on a gigantic mechanism. All right, let's see what Zach and the others are doing.
Zach's back to texting.
Yep. Merrick, what you heard? Key, as you begin to enter towards the throne room, you feel the vibration get just a little bit stronger, like there's something just not quite right there.
I can tell she's trying to tell me something, but I'm not sure what.
It's almost like her connection is weak.
Hmm.
Give me just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. When are you coming to bed? Okay, who wants to roll perception?
I believe I have the shittiest perception, so not me.
I've got 30 passive and 20 bonus.
Hey, Key,
I
not Key.
I think we're there.
Shig.
Yo.
Who were you talking to when you said you heard somebody?
You all hear it.
Talking about the guy in the hood talking to a petite woman. Who is you answering?
Nobody. I was saying that in general. You all hear it.
Okay. Did you not see the message I put on there?
I asked the barkeep if he has heard anything suspicious lately as I slide him 20 gold. As he takes the gold, he stops and he looks at you and kind of jostles the coin bag in his hand and says, for this amount, I ain't seen nothing. Hands it back to you.
40.
My memory seems to be a bit fuzzy still.
50.
I seem to recall something.
Like?
That means
Oh,
more
no.
gold.
I just
More gold.
It seems to be right there on the tip of me tongue, and he holds up 2 fingers.
What?
You could give him 20 more, or you could just threaten to burn down the fucking building.
You could do that. I don't think we want to draw attention to ourselves.
It all depends on how your karma meter goes.
I scratched my chin.
You can always come get me. I'll burn it down. I'm already evil.
I'll get back to you and Key here in just a minute.
And
Dakota?
Dakota?
Yeah, he kind of like blanked out for a
Yeah,
second
you
there.
cut out mid-word.
what was the last thing you said? Sorry, I had a phone call.
Scratching your chin.
I
Scratching your
I scratched my chin and I snapped my fingers right in front of my face with have a little bit of electricity come off of it. And I'd be like, "Are you sure you want to do that? I just gave you 50 gold. That's plenty."
The barkeep chuckles in your face, leans in a little bit closer, and says, "Are you sure you want to do that, boy? Forget where you are, you must have. Baldur's Gate isn't just about demons. You forget. We have to stop magic as well. Many of them can use it. I just so happen to have this nifty trick under my sleeve that handles mages quite well.
Okay.
And I can't seem to remember anything now. And he takes the gold off of the counter and puts it in his pocket.
Okay. I stand up real tall, and I go, thief, and I take my demon gauntlet and I grab him by the throat with it.
As you reach out to grab him, something between you and the bartender stops your hand.
It's demonic. It's not magic.
Doesn't matter. It's demonic. You're in a city built to defend against demons.
Yeah, this is true. My bad.
You fucked
I
up.
wasn't thinking about that.
The bartender chuckles a bit. You really don't get it, do you, boy? He reaches under the counter and he pushes a. You kind of feel like he pushed a button, and 6 guards come walking in the door. Everything all right in here, Jim? Seems we've got ourselves a bit of a troublemaker here.
Seems we got ourselves a thief also.
The barkeep just laughs at you and goes,
This should be a good time for y'all to really do something.
I mean, threatening a shopkeeper.
I'm not talking about help me.
Piss it off the bar. All right.
It's a distraction.
Distract
For what? The
from
petite
what?
woman?
We weren't exactly in fucking hot water here for you to need to be distracted shit.
they have a point there.
Yeah, this is true, but I done got myself in this situation.
You
How you can
think?
get yourself out.
How much is his bail? That's what we should figure out.
Nah, he'll probably break out.
All right.
I mean,
so,
they could defend against magic. I mean, they probably have a magical sail. We'll put him in.
True. But his orbs conjure electricity, and I don't know if magic would stop that. Or them being able to stop the magic would stop the electricity that's already in the orbs.
Why don't you sing for them for information?
Yeah, Rich, let's have a friendship musical to calm things down.
Let's go, everybody get in the circle.
Thank God I'm not.
Everyone gather around the fire, hold hands, they'll have the guitar. Kumbaya, my lord.
Use your hermaphroditic wiles to seduce them all into being friends.
I let the guards take me away.
all right. The 6 guards put you in shackles and cart you out the door to the nearest prison cell.
Wait a minute, fellas, we don't need to be so hasty here.
So you're saying that to the guards?
Yes.
I look at
Buy a
Rich
round.
and give
Buy a
him a
round.
wink.
Say it to the guards. Buy them a round of drinks for their work.
I look at Rich and give him a wink.
You better know what you're doing.
The guards stop and they look between you and Rich and... What have you got to do with this one, then? 2 of the guards can step on either side of you.
I've never seen him in my life.
Obviously you have. He seems to be wanting to help you, and you just winked at her.
He could just be a nice patron. And I could just be a jackass.
I don't know. What reason do we have to not suspect you both of conspiracy?
Conspiracy to what? Hire a man to help me cut wood in the forest?
I bitch slap Rich across his face.
You're shackled.
With the shackles on.
How are you gonna do that with them behind your back?
He's gonna bend over and
I
slap
kick
the
him in the
fuck
nuts
out.
again.
You kick.
Want me to roll a hit?
Roll to hit.
14.
You know you're only instigating the fact that you do know him now, right?
How's that?
By trying to get him to stop talking.
Now I'm just gonna wave my hands in the fucking air and walk away. Fuck him.
The guards just sit there and shake their heads for a minute and push Dakota in the back with a spear. Let's go, you.
All right.
Try to help someone out. Bites me in the ass. Fine, see what happens next time he gets shot in the face with a fucking fireball. See who heals him then.
I use my, what's that word? Shit.
I don't know.
Fuck. Well, I can speak into their mind. I can't remember the fucking word for it.
Telepathy.
Telepathy, and I tell them it'll be okay.
All right, now. You reach the the war room technically, because that's where the Duke is currently, and you notice 4 men standing around the table. The Duke is talking about defenses and trying to figure out how to kind of position things if an attack happened, where it could come from, such and such. And for some odd reason, Damien, you feel a weird tickle in the back of your neck. Back of your head.
Back of my head? That's weird. Is it like a bad feeling?
It's like inside of your skull, like there's something scratching to get out. Almost like you feel something is weird. Key, that amulet is still just gently vibrating, man.
I will be right back. I drank too much soda.
Okay. Well, we're on them for the moment, so you're not gonna miss. You might miss some. I don't know. Depends. Key.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. Without, I don't want to interrupt what they're doing over at the table, so I'm just gonna kind of like silently signal it, for right now. I don't want to, I don't want to bother them.
So you're gonna silently signal who?
To is the Duke facing like a is it like
his back is to you right now.
Okay. Is anybody like where they would see out of that we just came?
Hold on. Rich is someone's fucking mic. Someone's having sex with their mic right now. Dakota. What were you saying?
Is anybody like? Are they in a position at the table where they would notice that that the doors are open and that someone just came in from like say their peripheral vision? You said there was 4 of them.
The Duke's back is turned towards you, and the man who's beside him is turned towards you. But you notice that the 2 on the other side, one of them glances at you, and what's your passive perception?
Passive perception was 30.
30. You notice his eyes cut towards your amulet, and you see him turn his face down rather quickly. But the other one doesn't look up at all.
Mental note. Okay.
But so far as that, you don't really notice anything unusual about the man. No nervous ticks. He's not sweating. He's back into the conversation again, like nothing happened.
Okay. Once the conversation dies down and they're done talking, I'm gonna just pipe up and be like, "Excuse us, we just got clearance from the guards because we have important information about a potential dragon attack on the city."
Also, you realize that right before he glanced at your amulet, it stopped vibrating and it's still, and you for some reason cannot feel Black Star's presence in it. So that's another thing that you notice. Damien,
Yeah.
you what are you doing right now?
I'm kind of observing that guy that was just staring at Key. But I apologize to the Duke for the interruption.
Okay. The Duke straightens himself up, cracks his back a little bit, and turns around. What's this about a dragon attack? What are these morons doing here? The guard stands straight. Sir, they seem to have knowledge of a incoming attack from dragons. I'm not sure exactly the details, but they do possess a dragon's scale. So they may know something. The Duke stops for a minute. First demons, now dragons. Great. You three are dismissed. The three generals depart, and you don't notice anything unusual about the man that you saw glancing at you, but he does exit out of a different door than the other two.
Okay.
Damien, as he leaves, that itch seems to grow a little bit stronger, and you noticed something. What's your passive perception, Damien?
We never did that for my character.
What's your perception right now?
Perception.
You should be the highest
like
of the group.
19. It's
You
for
sure?
19. That's what it says on this paper.
What does perception ride off of? Perception rides off of
Wisdom.
Wisdom. What's your wisdom at?
My wisdom is at 22.
Yeah, you should have much higher than 19.
No, it shouldn't. That's mine.
I would be
Unless he was trained in it.
like I was dungeoneer in acrobatics.
Yeah, he didn't train in it, so no. It should be 19.
Actually, no, I have
Mine's 26
thievery
as
and dungeoneer. I have thievery and dungeoneer for mine.
Okay, yeah, that's right. You didn't train in it, so you wouldn't have it at higher. So you would have a 29 passive perception. But since you've kept your eyes trained on him and didn't focus on the Duke, you do have high enough passive to be able to notice this. You notice a very small black mark that seems to be just under his hairline at the nape of his neck. His hair is covering the majority of it, but you notice something weird.
Oh, let's see here. I asked the Duke, what's that guy's name?
What guy?
The one with the mark on his neck.
Okay. What was that, Damien? I'm sorry.
I was asking for that guy's name.
Why do you need to know the name of my general?
I was just curious, sir.
Alright, what do you assets up to?
You know what they say about curiosity.
Yes, sir, I understand.
Read the chat
Yep.
chat party.
Already on it. Curiosity
Yeah.
killed the cat, but for a while I was a suspect. Anyway.
Anywho, you don't need to know that information.
We may need to if we end up assisting you with this possible attack. There are quite a few dragons that could potentially cause some serious problems even for this city.
Young man, that is a big if. Dragons have not assaulted Baldur's Gate in the past unless possessed by demons, and even then at most only 2. Why should I believe that there's a large contingency of dragons coming towards the city to destroy it?
Because we've killed several in the past few days alone.
Dakota, can you mute the mic,
Who's
please?
Dakota? What are you doing, man?
I'm typing. My bad.
Oh, okay. Did you stop just completely slamming the keys? Good God.
Yeah, your mic is way too close to the keyboard then.
Yeah.
Also,
That's a big
welcome
old
back.
sausage
My cell, I
finger.
look around to see if anybody. When you reach your cell, you notice that only 2 of the other cells are filled.
Alright. Do I see them in it? Like, what kind of people they are?
You notice that they're sleeping, but let me continue with Key and Damien for just a minute, okay? All right, now where were we, guys? You were asking about the name of the general. He told you why should he believe you? What do you mean you've killed several dragons in the past few days? There's never been a sighting of dragons anywhere, and how could you kill a couple? The most you can kill in a week is in a whole year. 3. How could you kill a couple in a couple days?
My liege, 1,000 apologies. But I have had so much to drink today. Is there a restroom that I may attend?
Guard, take him to the nearest restroom. The guard walks up and points you in the direction, surprisingly, of the way the general went, that you want to follow.
Yes.
Key?
Trying to think of a way to explain this to him.
Remember, he has no idea who you are, and you're coming in telling him that there's a large contingency of dragons coming after you.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to think of how to explain this. Yeah, because at this point in time, we don't have any kind of any prestige to us. So.
Nope. You have nothing. They don't know who you are. They don't know where you come from. They know nothing.
Hmm.
Ah, fuck, I forgot to grab a drink. BRB.
Um. Take over the order.
I come up with a good idea and you just want to screw me over. Whatever.
Yeah.
How am I screwing? I'm not saying anything.
Anyway.
How am I? Okay, hold on. How am I screwing you over? Please explain that to me. I stated before you left the bar, you have no magic and no gauntlet because they are
Yes,
both being nullified by the city.
Yes,
I
this is
stated
true.
that- yeah.
But where the fuck
But-
are you getting 25?
It's a fucking joke. Big Bubba the Orc, dumbass.
Okay, I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about. All I saw was I put 17 and you said 25. It was a good
Yeah,
idea.
Big Bubba the Orc. He's got a fucking 25 strength.
Alright, I'm
If he
back.
wants it, I wants it. I'm gonna get it.
Is he gonna
The booty
encounter
warrior.
a pimp named Slickback?
Is he the booty warrior?
Yeah. I'm glad somebody got that reference.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, back to where we were. Key.
I'm really not sure how to explain this actually in words. So I'm going to tactfully explain to him some of the things that we know about the dragons.
Yes, dear. Oh my fucking god. Because I'm not doing anything. Okay, I will be right back again.
All right, take your time, buddy. So, Key,
Yeah.
I was planning on making some excuse to the guard to where he goes back to you while I'm in the restroom, use blackout, and sneak to find where that guy was going off to,
Hmm.
which would keep me totally from being seen and heard, since my boots keep me from being heard, and see where he runs off to, and I will, I don't know, get the Panther to do whatever, like go fetch you and tell you where we are or whatever that happens.
Hmm. Yeah.
He
Okay.
will show you the way when he finds you.
Sounds like a plan, man.
But there's something about your amulet. When he looks at it, it vibrates. But when he looks away, so it's definitely something fishy with that guy.
Yeah.
To find out his name would be easier to get intel on him, but I don't have a name.
Right. And this is the thing, like the goddess knows exactly who he is, but she can't communicate with us right now because her focus is entirely on keeping us from being erased from the time stream. She can't talk to us.
If we can get a name, it would be simpler. It'd be easier to go to his place and just snoop around. All we have to do is just talk around the tavern that we ain't going to try to get kicked out from and see what we can do.
Yeah, we can once you find out.
All right. Where was I? You were explaining to the Duke tactical information you've learned about dragons.
Right, and justifying to him how we know what we know in a way that would be palatable to him.
You're basically wanting to tell him you're time travelers from the future?
No, that's why I said in a way that would be palatable to him.
There is no way to make that palatable to anybody.
No. That's why I'm saying not doing.
Tell him that we were like soldiers in the army that had attacked like our town destroyed by the dragon, and they are planning to attack this one next. That's nearby. We can lie.
Maybe they've been attacking towns westward, and
Just
we
like in
ran
Skyrim.
east to warn
I mean, he
them.
doesn't know what's happening. We can lie our asses off. Since all they care about is defending their own fortress, they have no information from the outside world except the intel of their own. Like
that comes from the outside
that-
world.
Yeah,
well,
that's
outside
true.
their own fortress.
Kind of the idea that I was getting at, yeah, is that like, basically I was trying to come up with a story that would be palatable to him instead of telling him, oh, we're time to all that stuff. It would be like
Well,
We could
That's
just
that's
say
one thing you're gonna have to. You're actually gonna have to explain that to him because I can't. The thing is, if you tell me generalized information, I'm not gonna be able to have much to work with there.
we could tell them we're from a
That's-
town or a settlement to the west, and we were attacked by dragons, and they're heading east, and we came to warn people.
yeah, I mean.
We could lie and say that we have a bar that we are traveling with safekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Let's see.
Sorry.
Yeah, housekeeping and
Housekeeping.
safekeeping to keep you safe, and that we are. That's the reason why we are armed to keep you safe, and that's why
Well-
you are the musician for our adventures.
Yeah, we can always masquerade as like not necessarily that we were part of like an army or anything, because they could check that, but like more that we're
A band of merry people.
not mercenaries, but like something along those lines that doesn't really carry a negative connotation.
Vagabonds.
That's
Nomads.
What you could do is roll persuasion and tell him the truth and see what that gets you.
Okay. So bluff.
No, persuasion.
Mm,
It runs off of charisma, basically.
Okay, I have a 14 in charisma.
So it would be the same thing you have for like bluff or what is that?
Okay, because I
Bluff
have
or intimidate.
Bluff. Yeah,
Okay.
intimidate.
Yeah, so because I have a 13 bonus for bluff. All right, so it's basically whatever I get on the roll plus 13. 9 plus 13, so
21.
22.
All right. Tell him the truth.
All right. Basically, we're from 20 years in the future, and there is essentially an apocalyptic force of about 40,000 dragons and 100,000 soldiers that they've basically turned into their slaves. And what we're attempting to do is get to the bottom of the problem and stop it before it ever happens. We've already killed close to a dozen dragons in our time.
The Duke stands there. All eyes in the war room are just on you right now. And you hear the Duke start rolling laughing, and so does everybody else. After a minute, he calms down, and he notices the look in your eye, and he goes, "Oh shit, you're serious."
Damn right.
Well, how did you get 20 years from the future to now?
I lightly pick up the pendant.
What a lovely necklace.
It's not just a necklace, it's got some special properties.
The Duke just kind of shakes his head, and he pulls up a chair, and he sits there, and he goes, "Oh my god, magic. Always hated the shit." I guess what I could do, actually, is... until my phone dies... This isn't making it easier to keep you in the loop, so just stay on the phone. No, you're good. Basically, Key succeeded in telling the Duke the truth, and he now believes that you are all time... Key is the time travel from the future, and he believes... Key was talking to the Duke. He told the Duke the truth about where you guys came from and what has happened in the future. The Duke now believes him. Alright, just stay on the phone. This is going to make it a lot easier. If you need to type, because you're still going to have to type to be able to respond to the others. Because I cannot stand... I don't mind doing it, but it's so much easier to just talk to him with the rest of you being able to talk to. Okay. Where was I? We're still going to have to fill him in on what is happening, but that's okay. We can do that easily.
Dakota's desperately avoiding rape.
Yeah, Dakota nearly avoiding rape by Big Bubba the Orc. Okay, let's see. We're going to go back to Damien for a minute and see what he's doing. So, Damien, what are you doing?
Are we still telling behind that guy? Have I made it to the restroom?
You have made it to the restroom, but so far you haven't noticed the general. By the way, Damien is tailing the general that he noticed the mark on. Okay. So, you're at the restroom. What are you doing?
Alright, there's two ways. Is the guard still nearby?
Yes, the guard is standing right outside of the door, and that weird tingle kind of faded as the guy left the room, but you're starting to feel it again.
I need to find out where he went, and I can sneak past this guy. He won't hear a thing. So I'm gonna use blackout, and I'm gonna see.
You're gonna go invisible.
Yeah.
All right. You go invisible. How are you gonna open the door now?
Can you come? Ask the guard to come here right quick. I'm kind of stuck.
Who are you asking? Who are you asking to tell the guard to come here?
Huh? The guard that was.
Yeah, there's
the
one guard standing outside of the door. He's standing there. He can hear you.
All right. Ask him. Can he bring me some toilet paper or something?
Well, they didn't have toilet paper.
Tell him to bring me leaves.
A pine cone to wipe with.
I'm coming to wipe with either.
The guard shakes his head at your request for leaves to wipe your ass, plucks a couple of leaves off of a nearby plant, and walks into the restroom.
So I'm in the last stall while I'm in the first one? Oh no.
There is no stall. It's literally a hole. It's a hole in the fucking floor.
I drowned him in my shit.
You drowned him in your shit.
Well, that got violent quickly.
Well, that escalated quickly. Well, with the level 1 minion guard, you have just drowned him in your own feces.
I don't know why you couldn't sneak past him, you sociopath.
Or do I stick with what I have?
Now, what are you going to do with the body?
Casually prop it onto the toilet.
All right, with shit smeared all over his face. All right, that'll work.
I clean him up. I'm a gentleman.
Oh, okay. So you'll drown a man in shit, but you'll make sure he's cleaned for the fucking wake they're gonna have.
Yes.
He's not waking up. He's dead.
A wake as in funeral for the dead.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
He could have just snuck past him if he could turn fucking invisible.
I can.
Nah, he would have noticed the door opening and he would have gotten suspicious. So,
yeah.
Guard is now dead and locked in a bathroom stall. So, what are you doing, Damien?
Go out the door and try to find that guy.
All right. Which way are you going? You can go left or right.
Oh shit.
What does my tingle say?
Your Spidey sense?
I don't know.
Tingle
what does your
says,
tingle say?
fucking kapoo. Tingle says kapoo kapow. Make this
like
map
South Park. I'm
readable
getting
again.
a raging clue this way.
A raging clue.
What fucking direction you cock?
Oh god, reasons we can't have nice things.
I go left.
You go left. All right. You're feeling the tingle get a little bit. It gets a little bit stronger, but kind of stays steady. And as you slowly begin to prowl the hallway, you notice that the guards are getting fewer and fewer. It's almost like you're heading to a secluded section of the castle.
Okay.
After a few, okay, what are you gonna do? Roll perception.
Sure. Where the fuck did that die go?
I don't know. Where the fuck did the die go?
I don't know. I lost my D20.
Zach, I'll get back to you in just a minute, buddy. Okay.
Can someone roll for me?
What do you need?
Rich, you want to roll for him?
I have
D20.
12.
12 plus whatever.
On perception, I have a 19 perception.
In 40s, right? 30s, high 30s, low 30s. You kind of hear faint voices stretching off a little bit in the distance. It's almost like someone's whispering heatedly at something.
I cautiously try to get closer.
Roll for stealth.
Dakota,
what the hell are you doing? chopping
Rolling
wood.
dice.
Huh?
Yeah, Dakota's sitting there, bang, 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 bang,
Apparently,
bang,
he's rolling his headset.
bang. Loud
I
as
got 17.
shit.
I was rolling dice.
I agree.
Okay, so you have a 17 on stealth.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody want to roll for him?
I have 30 already on stealth, but that's 17
Okay,
on top
so
of it.
you. Okay, so
17.
you got 40 for stealth.
47, yeah.
47 is the stealth
That's-
modifier?
I have
no,
30.
No, 47 total.
Oh.
Okay, so you managed to sneak up without being heard by anyone, and you hear through a crack in the door, Lady Tiamat, that isn't the plan. We have a problem. And you hear a low grumbling. You don't speak Draconic, do you?
I do not.
You can't understand what she's saying. You hear a low grumbling growl respond to him, Lady Tiamat, Black Lotus is here. The growling gets deeper and it sounds far more sinister. Very well, I will do my best, but we may have to hold off on the attack. Roll for stealth.
3. Oof.
Oh,
Way to
fuck.
go.
That's 33.
A small fart slips out, and the conversation seems to stop for a second. I heard something. I'll respond. I'll contact you later. You take off down the hallway.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I had to. It's too funny not to.
Alright, we're gonna move back to Zach. Zach and we're gonna move that back to Zach, and then we're gonna roll around to Dakota, and then back to Key. Okay?
Does it smell good?
All right, Zach. You are in the tavern, and you hear the man talking about. Now, mind you, Dakota, you are still barely within range of everyone, because oddly not Damien right now. You are still barely within range of Key, because whenever you leveled up, I extended the range of your telekinesis to 120 feet. So you can contact everybody if you need to, except for Damien.
Okay.
Let's see, where was I? I was at... You hear the man telling a story of how he slew a mighty dragon a fortnight past. So, Zach, what are you going to do? That's what I've been trying. Key is in front of the Duke, telling the truth. Damien just heard someone talking to Tiamat. Dakota is in jail, and you and Rich are in the tavern. You can all communicate telepathically through Dakota right now, so you can all keep in contact except for Damien. He's outside of range right now.
No service?
Should have gotten a Verizon. I prefer straight talk.
So, you know what's happening with Key. Are you still listening to the guy's conversation, or have you immediately? So you're still gonna listen. He's basically trying to get into the young woman's pants.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stop listening to you then.
All right.
Kind of interested about that dude that I think you said Damien said was talking to Tiamat.
Yeah, but you don't know that just yet. Once Damien gets back in range, he can relay the information to the rest of you.
I guess I don't know.
You could start moving towards the castle with Rich and maybe.
I guess I can do that.
Yeah. You want to do that, Rich?
Sounds good.
All right. You and Rich round up and start making your way towards the castle. We're going to move on to Dakota. Dakota, what are you doing? Still just allowing them to communicate freely between each other?
Yeah.
Because you're practically right beside where Key is which is why you're still within range.
You're under
Damien
the
is
keep.
still- basically, you're under the keep in the cells.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
As they put me in the cell, I kick the side of the bars and I say, "Blasted thief!"
The guard jabs the butt of his spear in there, into your stomach. Sit there before I give you a real wallop.
I look at him menacingly and I kind of just sit down, I guess.
He's just standing there,
Menacingly.
All right, you want to say anything to the others?
Did anybody in there say anything?
So far as you can hear, no. Nothing
Has guard
important.
left?
No, the guard's sitting at his desk like 20 feet away.
Is there like any rocks or anything on the floor?
No, he never unshackled you, by the way. Why do you need a rock?
I was gonna throw one at. I was gonna like throw it at the ground and let it skip over and just like tap one of the other people and get their
You can
attention.
talk to them. You're within range. You can talk to them. Because they're only like one. Yeah, they're basically in the cells right next to you, one on each side.
All right, I creep over to the side closest to the one closest to me, and I'd be like, "Hey,
Mm.
heard anything about dragons lately?"
No, heard a lot about demons though. They stole me brain.
They stole your brain.
They stole me brain.
This is a waste of time.
At least he caught on really quickly.
What about the other fuckers?
He's passed out drunk.
They steal his brain.
No, he just got really drunk and got thrown in the drunk tank.
Okay, making sure.
All right.
You're actually at the perfect spot right now, Dakota, because you're underneath the keep and you can actually listen into a lot of different conversations. The only reason you're not able to listen to the guy talking to Tiamat is because you're just barely out of range.
Okay.
So you're allowing for communication between the entire party except Damien. Is there anything you want to tell everybody else?
No luck on my end, guys. I'm just gonna sit here, I guess.
Make sure you keep your
Dakota's saying there's no luck on his end. Anything you want to respond to? Anything you want to respond to him with? Zach? Dakota's saying there was no luck on his end. Is there anything you want to respond to him with? No? Okay. Anything on you guys?
I tried to fucking help him.
Just gonna sass him a little bit.
Damn straight.
Okay.
Don't worry, dum dum. I'll talk to the Duke.
All right. Rolling back around to Key and Damien. Damien just got within range. Dakota, is there anything you want to talk to him about? Anything you want to say?
Fuck, what's his name?
Damien.
Astro.
Astro. You hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Rich can't hear shit.
What? Whoa, why?
He's blocking you off because
Oh,
you're a
the
smart
sass. Okay.
I asked him if he's heard anything.
I tell him what I've heard about Tiamat, the conversation.
I tell
Damien just
Keith,
informed everybody about what he heard with the conversation of the guy with
except
Tiamat.
Rich.
For the ones that can understand Draconic, except for Rich,
I can understand.
you,
Draconic.
since he replays the information in his head and you can understand, you can basically see the memory. what you hear is Tiamat telling him he needs to create the opening that she requires to be able to get the assault underway and to fix his mistake.
Okay,
Oh, that
yeah.
would be a bad idea.
I relay the message to Key.
Okay.
All right. It is 10 till midnight. So what we are going to do...
And I put into Rich's brain, I start singing Twinkle,
Kumbaya.
Twinkle, Little Star.
Apparently,
Over
Dakota is
and
now
over
singing Twinkle,
and
Twinkle,
over.
Little Star in Rich's brain. Repeatedly.
With a really shitty
okay,
voice.
so...
Like,
Twinkle, twinkle.
over and over.
Oh, my... All right, so here's what we're going to do. It is 10 till midnight. Since we are all able to communicate over Skype, and I'm pretty sure Zach should have better luck tomorrow once the weather clears up just a little bit. What I want you to do tonight, Zach, is restart your router and reinstall Skype on your laptop, because something might be hardware problems there rather than just signals. We're going to stop here. I'm going to make a note of where everybody is. You guys basically made it back over to Key. I'm sorry for cutting you off before you could talk to the Duke. Key. It's getting late, and I do have to be up early, and I know you do too.
Yeah, that's fine.
So let me make my note.
Yeah, just had to go do a couple of things, and then I'll...
Talking to Duke. Damien heading back to group. Zach is walking with Rich. Rich is currently heading to Key. Dakota is
Basically a
up,
walking cell tower.
relaying information between the group. Important. And now, to write a small synopsis,
Having fun there, Dakota?
I'm putting my shit away.
Oh, we know.
all right. You have no idea how helpful it was getting yourself arrested this round, Dakota. It actually has helped them out a lot, because otherwise they wouldn't know the information that they do now and wouldn't be able to coordinate as well as they will next week. So don't feel bad like you got screwed out of something, because the whole reason that I was blocking you off from every avenue, you're more important where you're at right now.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
So don't think I'm being a dick, because they're going to come get you real soon. We're going to wrap up. Everybody gets 5,000 XP extra, so that should be a total of 15,000 you've acquired this round. I know we didn't do a lot of combat tonight, but I was trying to keep it light, try to get some of this knocked out of the way. Next session, you should be able to advance the storyline just a little bit more and finish towards the final boss fight, and we can get back to time warping shenanigans. Let's do the time warp again!
That was painful.
It really was. All right, Zach, I'm gonna go back to texting you, buddy. Okay? All right.
So we're gonna end it here.
We are ending it here.
Alright, well, thank you everyone for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share. Greatly appreciate it. If you can and are willing to, please leave a donation down in the tip jar link below. If you'd like to pledge to my Patreon, both are in the description below. If not, then, you know, happy to have people commenting, chatting with us. I didn't have many people commenting, just the usual, Mac Anime and, Cherry, and we have any last minute notes. Okay. But yeah. You know, happy to have people to chat with, happy to have people watch ads, happy to have people donate, happy to just have people here to chill with. But, yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed it. Please join us again as we stream, or I stream every day, 7 p.m. to midnight, and we're planning on doing this again next week, same time.
Actually, I was wanting to talk to everybody about that.
Okay. There'll be an update on Twitter as to when the next episode of D&D is going to be. But, yeah, we're going to end the episode here, and hope to see you all again soon. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye-bye.